Welcome back to the Vortex, and we're picking up right again with Surviving the Aftermath. We're picking up from just a few seconds after the last one, and I had forgotten to pause. In which case, we did have another small event trigger. The fishery has been damaged in regards to human error. Let's see, a colonist is being berated and pushed around by their neighbors. Apparently, they had fallen asleep while working at the fishery, and their little campfire got out of control. Now, the building is in danger of burning down. Ooh, that's actually fairly easy. Put the fire out first. Yeah, we lose the fish. We'll probably lose a bit of... Oh, we're fine. Because we'll get... We'll have to self-repair on that. Eventually, we will get a maintenance area going up, which will auto-repair any buildings that will wear over time. And I believe that's something that goes on. Yeah, the contamination and whatnot. As time go on, that will increase, and we'll be able to basically have cleaners taking care of that. We'll have our one fishing hut restored. We do have a production coming up, though we are still having a little higher on the consumption. So we are going through food faster than making it, but we will be fine. We are starting to see some people are in need of hygiene items. Unfortunately, the only thing we have for that is our outhouses, which will also, unfortunately, start up on our pollution. So we will want these a little bit out of the side here. We'll go ahead and we'll do... That's right next to a food source. We'll do them out here. We're going to do 3. And we'll connect by a road. And I believe he will... That's another thing that will increase in time, but right now this is going to be the most basic that they have in regards to their sanitary needs. This is something that was I may mention earlier in the previous one. We're going to need those. We're also going to need our medical tent, and eventually we'll need a burial pit as well, because unfortunately our people will sadly pass. They are only human, not machines, as much as that would be cool, but we will need somewhere to put them and not only ruin the happiness of everyone else and seeing their dead, decaying relatives, but just as a way to help remembrance later on. So once these get made up, that will help all of the colonists in that aspect. Oh yeah, they're really unhappy because they're really dirty. They'll start be able to... Now this will produce pollution. I don't know if that's something that will be cleaned up afterwards. Already have our first user on that one. In this case, that will help get people a bit cleaner. And then, at least that's the hope. Okay, yeah. See, there's our first unclean person. Or no, our first clean person, because everyone's unclean right now. With each of these being made up, that will help our population in general in that aspect, and we'll probably have to do a few more later on. Now that being said, I think we will go ahead and we'll put down our medical tent. We'll have that down. I think we'll also go ahead and have our gate primed up as well, but as you can see, we're going to need a lot for that. We don't have a whole lot coming in otherwise. But we definitely need this here so that we upkeep on all of our people's health. And we will need this to help start getting more settlers in, because we're down to just 3 carriers. Everyone else is busy in one sense or another. Yeah, see, already we have our first injury right now. So getting this medical tent up is definitely going to start helping on that aspect. And I think we're even going to put this at a high priority. That way that gets done first. And then that, unfortunately, will take a colonist that act as a doctor and start, we'll only have the one person admitted, but that'll help keep everyone clear medical-wise in case of any type of catastrophe that rolls through. We're about done on that. There we go. Now our one injured person will make their way over there, and they'll spend some time in the medical hut. Yeah, see, it takes up to 2 occupants right now. Insufficient material. Planks and metal, which our scrapper will slowly pick that up. We do still have 2 colonists there, so I think what we will do is we'll assign 1 there. And then that, I think, just goes as fast as possible. But now we'll have at least 2 scrappers going. We only have 1 carrier, so those planks are going to be, I think, a big issue right now. Yeah, because we only have 7 of those. We almost have all of our concrete, all of our plastic up for our gates so far. Our specialists are just kind of patrolling it right now. Not they have much else to do. I wonder if... Yeah, we can at least get a couple of these going to help bring in more plastic. And our one worker is back to health. Yay. At this point, we're just kind of waiting on our gate and enough resources for that. We have all of our concrete. We got a bit more plank. We're going to continue. We just lost the 1 plank supply. This one's about out as well. So what we're going to need to do, we're going to need lumberyard, which is 15 planks. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to wait. We're going to take a risk. We're going to see about getting this finished first. And then hopefully as we go out and explore, we can pick up some more planks to use elsewhere. Because I think that's going to be a big issue. We might also be able to find some more. Where's... Yep, nope. Go ahead. Well, didn't mean to interrupt. Okay, so we do have plank supply up there and over here. So we can at least have a bit more coming in. It'll be a bit slower, but we'll at least have something. Okay, so now we're just waiting in the middle there. So I think while we wait, what we can do, we can start on our lumber yard. We're just going to make, by the looks of it, 2 planks at a time for every tree. And obviously once we get the gate, we'll get the forester up. That way we also have someone constantly planting trees as well to help make up for the loss of them. Because once we're out, we're out. That's no good. And we're up to day 6 so far. I didn't even notice. I thought usually this bar here represented the days, but it's apparently not that, or I just wasn't paying attention. But we're 18 hours into our day 6. And this is how much they've been able to complete so far. I think we're just about, we're 2/3 done with our gate, which will open up a bit more on that aspect and give us a bit more to work with. Just waiting on resources there from our 1 carrier. Hopefully we'll get some more people in soon. We will need to build up more shelter, it looks like. Oh yeah, we're maxed out on our shelter space. So why don't we go ahead and prime another... There we go, into the new world. Congratulations, you rebuilt the gate and gained access to the world map. The gate is now open. Vast world stands ready for your specialists. Our 3 so far. And then we'll need to have colonists on the gate, or specialists on the gate to protect it in case someone of ill repute shows up. In fact, looks like we lost our carriers, but then we have a group of survivors at the gate. Ooh. So coming in, they would bring us 8 adults and 4 children. They would bring in venison, basic tools, candy bars, clothing, medicine, and they would also give us another fighter as well, and if we bring them in. Being we're needing more people as it is, we're going to go ahead and accept on that, and hopefully that doesn't hurt us in the long run. Then, as it stands right now, we have 12 colonists that are unhoused, so we're going to need yet another shelter right off the bat. So we'll put down so we'll have 2 primed and ready to go. As you can see, we're already back down to our negative on the water collection. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead Okay, I think being all the rocks here are cliffs. I don't think that's why not letting us build right there. So we'll do another water collection here to bring the balance back up. Oh, we're in for a heat wave. So we have our first catastrophe. Intense and oppressive heat takes over the area as moisture evaporates. Colonists struggle to keep hydrated and cool while working. Lakes dry up and plants wither in the cracked soil. Colonists will drink double the normal amount of water. If we had crops, they would suffer and yields wouldn't be as high if we had any at all. And then it's just here to build and fill water storages while stockpiling food to survive, which we've already done that a bit. That's why we have over 1,400 units left, and we are already working on getting another one set. And we have one day before catastrophe strikes, so we want to make sure that we'll even put this at a high priority, so that hopefully that day's done up first. We also want to hopefully get those taken care of. We'll have our one fighter pull that plank bit apart so that we can get the planks a bit faster. Yeah, the planks is what we're hurting on right now. The sooner we get those, the sooner we'll be able to get our lumber mill up, which will start creating a passive income on that. But having this water here is basically what's going to help us survive with what we have. Apparently we're getting an emergency shelter first. But as we wait, we're going to go ahead and pause and we'll go to our world map. And we're going to have... Oh, actually, we need to send them out first. So we're going to take our other ones, our other 3 specialists, the 3 we started with, while this one works here on the planks. We're going to send them out to the world map. It'll need a moment to actually run out the gate. 1, 2, and 3. And that'll show us that we have our specialists ready for action on our world map. Now from here we'll be able to pick, and they have so many points that they can move or do actions with. Being we have our scavenger here, we're going to go ahead and have him move to this meat here, and he'll spend his next turn gathering various meats up. We'll send our scientists down here to gather the research points we need. As you can see, I believe this has 369 here, but it only had a rate of, I think, 300 a day. And I think because of her research, I think that actually boosted this up. I think this was only 300. I'm not entirely sure. And then with our fighter here, what we're actually going to do is we're going to come up and we're going to explore one of those unclaimed areas before. And as you can see, that opened up a bit more space for us to move in so that we can get to more areas of the Earth, as well as showing a slightly possible hazardous area where we could scrap metal, which could damage our guys if we're not careful. But again, this was going to give us a bit more of what we need, as well as basically getting it a bit faster than just mining it from where our home is. Oops, didn't mean to actually do that, and that used up lots of his points. So we'll end up having to wait a day while that finishes. So we'll unpause here. Get a few things done, hopefully, before the day ends. At least we'll have 6 more people taken care of shelter-wise. They fell asleep. Okay, but there we go. Six more colonies have been taken care of. And then they're waiting on the last of their logs. Yeah, right now we have a consumption of 26 planks with 0 right now, because we have to use them everywhere. Our 1 workers are, our 1 specialists is, ooh, and here it is, the heat wave. This is why we had prepared a bit, because now we're showing a negative 30 in regards to our stash. Work has begun to pile up. Someone's not doing their duties. Day is filled with hustle and bustle, but from one corner of the eye you notice a colony laying on their back, simply staring at the open sky. When you question, they smile wide and have to grin after everything that's happened. We were given a second chance to life, so no, snap out of it. We got work to do. It's an emergency. Take the authoritative role and command colonists to do their part like everyone else. They smirk, and nonetheless begin their duties. Life is in the little things. You'll see eventually. Ooh, I wonder if this guy's going to cause trouble later. But give us a little bit of happiness for what's going on. Another of our concretes are gone, but that's fine. I think we don't have really anything going on with that. Really need this wood to come over here. Because even at -30, we're going to be losing water quickly, depending on how long this heat wave lasts. And there goes the planks. Is there anywhere else he can grab it from? He can come up here, grab another one. I think we'll move our work area to see if they can grab anything else. Because ooh, no, actually they don't. So just the one concrete left there. So we'll have them finish putting that out, then we'll move that entirely. Water storage we're already aware of, and we're trying to get it to work out, but we're unfortunately still waiting on 2 planks, which by the looks of it, we might actually have finished up. Okay, yeah. So we'll wait for a builder there, and then we'll at least have not so much of a water shortage. We are also going through a lot more food. I think because we lost on the berries that, or, okay, yeah, we lost on the berries on that. We also have a lot higher consumption. Okay, yeah, we can assign another fisherman there, which will double the output on that. And we're down, we've lost 11 on the water, but we're almost out on the storage. Oof. What we can do is we can put down 20 concretes a few of these wells. That'll help us put up a bit more water supply. And then we have this guy here, which will have them come over here. And then 1 log will give us 2 planks a day right off the bat. So that's going to help us. Unfortunately, we are short on our construction materials, which I think is going to be the planks. Oh no, that's fine. Production 39, we're down to 11 on that. Hopefully we'll get that done soon. By the looks of it, our specialists are ready out here. Yeah, so he's collected 59 meat and 57 silver in 2 days. And he's, I think, worked that out. Yep, so he's going to come up here, grab the plastic. And then she has gotten all of the research in that 2 days. And we'll have her come down here. Now our scavenger will need to come back to the landfill in order to drop off his things. But we'll already have the research on hand, so we'll be able to start on that there. And we have our first bandit lair here. So our fighter is actually going to need to come down here and deal with that. But right now, all Sheik is really going to do is come over here for our fibers, which will be used for clothing manufacture later on. So he will actually have him set to come down here on the next turns. Now, being that we have our research points up, we'll take a look at our tech tree for the first time. And it's broken down here into, I think, what is it? Each of these are color-coded. Blue is for efficiency. Then we have building unlocks. Looks like increased worker slots for people, as well as just various upgrades, such as ice fishing for our fishing pier, and so on and so forth. And then that's ideology, which is this is going to unlock both just line cooks, so that's going to be an improvement. So we only have survival skills right now. We're just going to increase our production on our fishing pier and our trapper right now, which is fine because we're going to need that for our food. So we'll start on the research there. And that research is going to take 15 hours, and that's going to use up so many of our science points as well. I don't see an actual price on that, but we'll have to wait. We also up here, now this is all for food, we also have our resources, our colony itself, as well as exploration, and finally production. So this is a lot larger than what I thought it was. I think they expanded this as well. Like, I don't think exploration was as much. And I could be wrong on that one. But we definitely want our survival speed up first. That being we're focused on making sure our colonies are okay, we want to make sure that's done up first. So we'll have to let that go on. We have an infected colonist, but they're getting healed up as ready. There's our research there. That's going to start pulling from our science points. Waiting on the last of our concrete of all things. Interesting. That's wise, because the work area is out on that. So the stockpile. And so this one can come up here, grab the cinder from there. Hopefully the water issue ends soon. We do have thirsty people. And unfortunately with this, oh yeah, so many people being dehydrated. That's a major issue right now. 253 unhappiness. That's no good. But hey, it's cleared. We're back to normal temperatures, and we have our water has swung back up to 14 production now. And our specialists ready for action says again. They do seem to reset quickly, which is nice. So we're going to go ahead and have her come down to the fiber, start getting that. He's gotten the plastic. I think we'll go ahead and have him come up and search that area there. Yeah, more plastic and more research up here. So the scientists will have to go from our fiber up to grabbing that, and we'll set him down close to the bandit camp. The bandit camp is going to give us supplies, and I think that will give us more money for when we find other eventual colonists. We have our one infected, but he's, I believe, already been taken care of. Yeah, he's almost done. So where do we go from here? I think what we will do is go ahead and we'll put down our trapper, which is going to give us our another food source. I think we'll do so right here. I think he's just, yeah, planks and plastic. Plastics we're fine on. We have a constant supply coming in our one mill here is giving us 2 planks at a time. I think we will put another worker on that. That will. Interesting. I think that's saying up to 20 in a day, which would be nice, but I'm not entirely sure on that. But we'll have that coming up, and I think what we will also do is we'll have our forester put down as well somewhere. And the forester will basically start creating. We're gonna knock down some trees, and then what we'll do is we'll have all three focused right here. That will not only be creating planks, as well as the trapper will start catching things as well. But the forester will be replacing the trees as well. That way we have this constant recycling of wood and food coming from this one area. Our survival skills are complete. That's going to give us 20 production boost on our trapper and our fisherman? Fishing pier, yeah. So that's going to help there. Let's see. Wider piers. That would increase our production on our fishing pier and fishing hut both. I think we're going to wait, though, on that and see what else we have. Centralized repair. We talked about last one in regards to keeping our buildings maintained. We also have crowbars, which is going to help our scrapper and recycler production. Our colony itself, heavy tarps for extra durability on our tents and emergency shelter. Tents would be our first, I guess, building that would allow for just 2 people, give them a bit of privacy, whatnot. That would basically start making babies. But in this aspect, we don't have any tents as of right now, because right now we're just trying to get ourselves still kind of established. But that would be something kind of a basic one in order to get on that. I think later on, communal living gives us, I think, tenements on a decreased birth rate. I think the shanty would be basically the replacement for tents. We also have available guardians, which would be guard posts for our colony. And then production water pipes. Okay, yeah, this is new. They're saying allowing for transport of water to buildings via water towers, which would be our capacity, and it also would be immune to pollution. I don't know if our current tanks are or not. That's an interesting thought. And then we would have solar power as well, which would give us transformers. Not only will we be able to get in power, but we also would be able to move that elsewhere in regards to various things. I do think that's going to be later on aspect, though. I think for now, what we will do is I think we'll go ahead and we'll do up our crowbars. And we'll research that. Okay, yeah, and you can see that there is a cost for each of them. So I believe our first one, yeah, it doesn't even say on that one, but on the crowbars itself, there was 50 on here. In which case we spent 50 research points to do crowbars. Which you would think that would be something we'd already have, but I guess we didn't bring any with us, and now we have to forge our own. We are doing a bit better. Ooh, hello. We have a quest. Scorched Earth. A thick pillar of smoke has suddenly risen across the sky. It could be nothing, but it might be a sign of another catastrophe hitting the way. Someone could venture forth and find out what's happening before it catches surprise. So we'll investigate smoke. Now that we've had a catastrophe so far, we've had a few minor instances, but this is, a more lengthy quest for us to take out here on the world. Oh yeah, it's right. Oh, it's right near us too. Okay then. So we may have to reprioritize. We'll get this cleared real quick. Actually, I think we'll send our other fighter here to the world map. Have him deal with that. Our trappers up. Then we'll have them. Wrong button. Where is it? They may be just so far. But we'll have them come up here and start working that area there. Which is going to start giving us the 3 venison a day. But with our one fighter here, we're going to have him... come on. I can't see. There it is. Okay, let's see. Scorched Earth. The cause of the smoke is finally laid bare before specialists. Town set ablaze. So there's apparently a town right near us. Though the fires have died down, the smoke is still pouring up into the sky. The place has been abandoned and stripped bare, but the attackers did leave a trail of footprints and tire tracks behind. We'll go ahead and follow the footprints. Ooh, right next door, and by the looks of it, might be a bandit camp. I'll have to wait for him to restore his points on that one. Okay. Let's see here. That one's waiting on cinder blocks. Do I have any way of doing up cinder blocks yet? I don't think so. Which is definitely going to be something we're going to be hurting for later on, I think. We do have specialists ready for action though, so back to the world map we go. Okay, yeah, he's back up, so we'll have him check this one out next. Let's see. Sounds of battle reach the specialist's ear before they can even see the bandit camp. Apparently, the homeless town folks decided to retaliate against their attackers, stolen loot and left unguarded just outside the skirmish and any watchful eyes. Bandits? Bandits? Attack the bandits! Specialist rushes into battle, taking 2 bandits completely by surprise. The following confusion is enough to give the townsfolk an opening. The bandits are quickly defeated. The leader approaches the specialist with a gloomy, grateful smile. Thank you, stranger. We can now start rebuilding our town in peace. This is not too much. Please take this as a token of gratitude, which is going to give us 50 food and 50 canned items by the looks of it. Nice. In case, back he'll go. This guy's going to come down and do battle with these bandits, doing 30 damage to them. While we take a little bit. And then she's going to need to come up. Oh no, she's still working on her scavenge there. He's done. I think he's going to go ahead and come back down. Drop off his meat and plastics. So how's our... Okay, still working on that. Got the 3 concrete bits there. I think we'll have once the scrapper gets back, we'll go out a bit further and see if we can find any more concrete items they can find. We do have our last water up. Our storage is increasing as well, as we have double the production that we do our consumption, which is good. We are though. We are losing our production, though, in regards to our foodstuffs. I think that's primarily because we don't have many carriers working on that. But the nice part is we do have at least the bonus here on our production for fish. which is what's helping us keep that up, and with the production of the venison as well is helping on that. I think we'll put a cut in here, and next time we'll continue going out both into what's left of the earth and see what more we can find, as well as continue building on the landfall here of the vortex survivors, I guess we can say. So tune in next time for another Surviving the Aftermath in the Vortex. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe down below, and be sure to hit the bell for notifications as we do upgrade on a regular, or upgrade, I mean to say update on a regular basis, Monday through Friday, as well as our Sunday stream for Final Fantasy XIV with Ares and Lord Diamond. So hope to see you again here on the channel. Welcome to the Vortex.